living in Darwin. This is a series of our adventures of 19 years we spent in Darwin. This one's on Litchfield Park and some of the places that people don't go to see. Bamboo Creek, tin mine, which is a place that's on the opposite end of the park that most people come in from. Most people come in from Bachelor. Green Ant Creek is another little spot that a lot of people don't go. They just go down to the creek. If you keep following the track along, it eventually leads up to a nice little waterfall and some rock pools that not many people know about or use.
From tip to legs are probably 120 mil, 12 centimetres. Just going to get in a bit closer to him. You can see him. I had to break part of the web to get through it, and get across the bridge, and here he is from the other side. That was the underside you saw of him first. Some of the ferns running next to the creek as we're walking along. And the track leads up that way somewhere. These ferns are about waist high. And you can see the first of the gingers, but no flowers yet. Some gingers here, here. Another one here. We might be a bit early this year. There's lots of gingers across here, but can't. Yes, here's a flower. See if we can find some more flowers a bit further up. Yeah, here's a good patch of them. You can see they're growing right through there before where the tree's fallen down. Should be more than this up further. There was last time we were here, and you can see the flowers there. All different sizes. Two together, they look quite nice. Taking a picture in the background. Very lush during the wet season, as you can see. It's grass everywhere. Lily pilly, yeah. You can see the fruit on it just here. Helen's standing on the boardwalk, and she's just noticed all these gingers, native gingers all over here. This is on wide angle. Sorry, I can't do much about it, but this is just gingers everywhere. It's like a lush garden. It's all native. These haven't been planted here. Just looking down on the top of one virtually. Fern coming up with alcohol type ferns on the side of it. shield ferns, are they, Helen? Growing on an old dead tree stump. That's all burnt. The leaves are so big it's hard to see the flowers at times, but there's flowers everywhere. Yeah, acres, as Helen just said. We've come away from the creek now and we're going into the more open type forest, and we're going to look for this waterfall. We'll go up a bit higher. There's one little plants on the way in. So we'll just follow the track along and see what we can find. We're coming across a lot of little native flowers up here. There's a yellow one, as you can see. There's a nice little pink one down here too. I'll get in a second. There it is here. You can see all little individual flowers on it. I'll get a bit closer in a second. And the leaves you can see behind it are its leaves. As you see, there's little grevilleas everywhere springing up at the moment. Really is quite pretty, the bush this time of year. And these long stem things are the desert roses, but then don't come in flower until later on, a couple of months time, probably around Easter. We'll keep walking up this track and see if we can find this waterfall. As you can see, we're getting up quite high now, getting a bit of a view out over the plains country there. Some little purple flowers just here, little button type things. Over here's a fern. It's only a little fern, it's about 150 mil high. At first I thought we had a desert rose out, but it's actually a yam. It's the vine part you can see growing up here with the seeds there. And this is a very, very small pink flower on a stem of a plant here. I don't know what they are again, but oh, it's only probably 5 mil in diameter. And now we've just come across some little red flowers. Now, red, as you know, is very unusual in the bush, but there's quite a few through here. I'll go to get a picture of some more. And this is a flower. Helen says there's a clump of them over further. We'll go and have a look at that in a second. There's a few together there. Well, we've got to the waterfall, as you can probably hear in the background. It finishes up down there in the creek, and unfortunately we can't get down to it. We're behind a guardrail at the moment. It's not a real big waterfall, but it's quite a pretty little one. Got a little pool up the top there where we can walk to, so we might just go and have a cool off because we're wet anyway now. And you can see all the ferns growing on the side of the hill over here, and the dampness of the rock. We'll just go up the top and have a look, cool off a bit. Okay, this is from on top. You can see some other hills out in the distance there. There's the water down there. There's a fall falling down. And then across here. A lovely pool here, probably quite deep. And you wouldn't have to worry about crocs in this pool here. Another little fall there. Quite a nice little pond there and a little waterfall. I'll get a picture of that from up to a different section in a minute. Just climbed up on this rocky section to see these succulents, or actually I climbed up on a rocky section to see what was over the top, but these succulents are here as they're coming back, and they've got some sort of flower on them. Maybe it's just starting. Little yellowy green type flowers. This one's a little ground cover type wattle, acacia. I was actually wondering how long it would be before she had her shoes off and in the water. You can see sand in the bottom of the next section up. Of course there's little leaves and stuff on the bottom as well. A little plant growing in the middle there. Oh right, there's a water monitor down here. Just debating whether to go on for a swim or not. Another one? Yeah, I'm just getting this close up on this one, huh? Use the other one over near the falls. Just sunning themselves there. Sorry, I'm zoomed right from the highest power I can. Sorry. This is up high where it starts coming over the rocks. You can see just there. You can see some of those big old paper barks in the background there. So obviously it runs down a creek up there too. You just might just sneak up higher. Where the roots growing here where it's all moist. This is up the top, must come out of a spring up further somewhere. It goes across the top of the rocks here, down here, crosses into a biggish pond, down over the hill where Helen is over there.
We're at Florence Falls at the top of the wall, having a look. There's not a lot of water coming over at the moment, but it looks beautiful. A little bit in the shade. We're standing on the bridge crossing over to the to Florence Falls swimming hole, just looking downstream towards where the four-wheel drive camp area is. Down at the bottom at Buley, not Buley, Florence. Just walking a sandy creek track, pretty little creek all the way around. Lots of palms, tropical trees.
You said you're in Litchfield?
Yep, we're in Litchfield. This is the other side of the bridge. It's just standing up there. Palms, ferns. You name it, it's all here. We're at Buley Rockhole. This is just where the water comes over from the very top. I'll swing around. Get pretty in the picture. Still in Litchfield Park, just off the side of the road, these different coloured termite mounds. Probably 3 to 4 metres tall. There goes Fred. Just a group of them. And the sand palms around here are starting to flower. They've been burned out obviously earlier in the dry season.
You should also make sure you see all the other places such as Wangi Falls and Buley Falls and Walker's Creek, of course. Lost City, if you've got a four-wheel drive to get into, is a good trip around. Make sure you lower your tyres in the sandy areas. Florence Creek walk is a good one.